Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something a little different. Something that might make you feel a bit uncomfortable, but stick with me, because on the other side of that discomfort is true, lasting change. We spend so much of our lives avoiding difficult truths, building comfortable little bubbles to protect ourselves. But what if I told you that bursting that bubble is the key to unlocking your real potential? We're diving deep into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to uncover 10 hard truths that you need to face. These aren't meant to bring you down. They're designed to set you free. Are you ready to confront reality and build a stronger, more resilient you? Let's begin. The first and most fundamental truth is this: you are responsible for your life, completely and utterly. It's so easy to blame our parents, our boss, the economy, or just bad luck for where we are. We wait for a hero, for someone to come and rescue us from our circumstances. But the Stoics knew a powerful secret. No one is coming to save you. The path to a better life doesn't start with a rescue plan from someone else. It begins with radical personal ownership. Your reactions, your habits, your mindset, these are the tools you use to build your reality. The moment you stop pointing fingers and start taking full responsibility, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of circumstance and become the architect of your own character. The second truth is that your emotions often lie to you. Think about it. A surge of anger makes you say something you regret. A wave of fear stops you from chasing a dream. Jealousy poisons a relationship. These powerful feelings feel so real, so urgent, so true in the moment. But they are not objective reality. They are just your internal interpretation of an event. A Stoic doesn't try to suppress or ignore emotions. That's impossible. Instead, they learn to understand them. They see an emotion rise, acknowledge it, and then pause. In that pause, they use reason to decide how to act. They ask, is this feeling helping me? Is it based on facts or just my perception? By creating this space between feeling and action, you stop being a slave to your emotions and start using them as data, not as your director. Truth number 3 is a tough one. You will suffer, and that is inevitable. From the moment we're born, we're taught to avoid pain at all costs. We seek pleasure, comfort, and ease. But life, in its very essence, involves hardship, loss, and pain. It's not a matter of if you will suffer, but when. The Stoic approach isn't to pretend this isn't true. It's to learn how to suffer well. They see adversity not as a curse, but as training for the soul. Just like a weightlifter needs resistance to build muscle, your character needs challenges to build strength, resilience, and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius called obstacles the way. When you reframe suffering as an opportunity for growth, you transform it from a meaningless burden into a purposeful part of your journey. Here's a truth that can feel cold at first, but is actually incredibly liberating. Most people don't care about you. I don't mean your close family or best friends. I mean the vast majority of people you interact with or worry about: colleagues, acquaintances, strangers on the internet. We spend so much mental energy wondering what they think of our clothes, our career, our choices. We crave their approval, their validation. But the reality is, they are the main characters in their own stories, just as you are in yours. They're far too busy worrying about their own lives to give you more than a passing thought. Realizing this is freeing. It means you can stop performing and start living. You don't need external validation. What you need is internal virtue and a sense of peace that comes from living in alignment with your own values, not someone else's expectations. The fifth uncomfortable truth is that you waste an incredible amount of time on things that simply do you and matter. Scroll through your phone for an hour, binge watch another series you'll forget in a week. Get caught up in pointless arguments online. The Stoics saw these distractions and empty pleasures as traps. They understood that our time is our most precious, non-renewable resource. Life is short, and every moment that passes is a moment you can never get back. This isn't about becoming a joyless robot who never relaxes. It's about being intentional. It's about asking yourself, is what I am doing right now contributing to the person I want to become? Is this a worthy use of a piece of my life? When you start valuing your time, You naturally begin to filter out the trivial and focus on what is truly important. Next up, a truth that many of us actively run from. Your comfort zone is a cage. It feels safe, familiar, and predictable, but nothing ever grows there. Your potential, your dreams, your best self, they all exist just outside the walls of that comfort zone. Avoiding discomfort is avoiding growth. The Stoics practiced voluntary hardship for this very reason. They would intentionally sleep on a hard floor, eat a simple meal, or wear thin clothing in the cold. Why? To train themselves to be comfortable with discomfort, to prove to themselves that they could handle more than they thought. Real, meaningful change in your life will almost always begin the moment you decide to step into what you fear, to do the hard thing, to embrace the discomfort. That's where the magic happens. This next one can save you a world of frustration. You cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. How much energy have we all wasted trying to change someone's mind, their behavior, their feelings? We try to reason, to argue, to manipulate, hoping they'll finally see things our way. It almost never works. It only leads to anger, resentment, and a feeling of powerlessness. The Stoic focuses their energy where it can actually make a difference, on their own character. They focus on being a better person, on controlling their own reactions, on living by their own principles. You can't control what others do, but you can control how you respond. You can choose kindness in the face of anger. You can choose integrity in the face of dishonesty. This is where your true power lies. Truth number 8 is a bit mind-bending. You are not your thoughts. Our minds are like thought-generating machines, constantly churning out ideas, worries, judgments, and random nonsense. It's easy to fuse with these thoughts, to believe that every thought that pops into your head is you and is true. But it's not. Thoughts are just mental events, like clouds passing in the sky. Stoicism, much like modern mindfulness, teaches you to become an observer of your mind. You learn to watch your thoughts come and go without getting swept away by them. You can have an angry thought without being an angry person. You can have a fearful thought without being a coward. This separation is crucial. It allows you to choose which thoughts you act on, and which ones you simply let drift by. You are the sky, not the clouds. The 9th truth is perhaps the most heartbreaking, but also the most beautiful. Everything you love will eventually be lost. This is the law of the people we love, our possessions, our health, even our own lives, they are all temporary. We can fight this, live in denial and be shattered when loss inevitably comes. Or we can do as the Stoics did and accept it. The Roman philosopher Epictetus advised that when you kiss your child goodnight, you should quietly remind yourself that they are mortal. This sounds morbid, but its purpose is the exact opposite. By gently acknowledging the possibility of loss, you stop taking things for granted. It infuses your present moments with a profound sense of gratitude and presence. You love more deeply. You appreciate more fully, because you understand that nothing is guaranteed. And that brings us to the final, ultimate truth. You will die. Memento mori. Remember death. In our modern culture, we do everything we can to forget this. We eat at Hawaii, but the Stoics did the opposite. They meditated on their own mortality, not to be gloomy, but to live more fully. Remembering that your time is finite is the ultimate motivator. It clarifies your priorities like nothing else. It makes you ask the big questions. Am I living a life of purpose? Am I being the person I want to be? Am I making the most of the time I have? Knowing that the clock is ticking pushes you to stop procrastinating, to forgive, to love, to create, and to live with intention and urgency. Death isn't the enemy of life. It's the very thing that gives life its meaning. So, there you have it. 10 uncomfortable truths that, if you truly embrace them, can radically change your life for the better. It's not an easy path, but it's a worthwhile one. It's the path to freedom, resilience, and inner peace. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments which truth hits you the hardest. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you build a stronger life. Until next time.